Hi there, I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in West Los Angeles, and today I'm going to show you how to clean a round fish. The way that we clean round fish are slightly different from cleaning flatfish. Flatfish are a variety of fish that have both eyes on one side of its head. Examples are halibut, turbo, flounder, fluke, fish like that. All other fish like this branzino that I have here, or a striped bass, or a trout, or a salmon, are all examples of what we call round fish. A lot of times the fishmonger or the man or the woman who works behind the counter at the store can go ahead and clean this for you, but if you wind up getting a fish that's completely intact, it will need to be gutted or cleaned in order to be prepared for either roasting or grilling or cutting down into fillets or steaks. First, a little bit of nomenclature. I'm going to take some paper toweling and I'm going to wipe the fish off after I've washed it and wiped it dry. As it sits, some condensation is going to start to form on it, so it's really helpful to keep it dry. Here, of course, we have the head and we have the gills. We have this pectoral fin right here, a little secondary pectoral fin, and then down in here is what's called the anal fin. We're going to wind up taking a knife and we're going to cut right above the anal fin and make a slit going right up the belly of the fish, up to the base of the mouth or where the gills are, okay? Boning knife is going to work really, really well for this particular technique. A chef's knife or a paring knife does not have as fine of a tip, and also the length of the blade really helps with this. So I'm going to take the fish and just lightly stabilize it on my cutting board, get some paper toweling underneath my hand to help me. I'm going to get right above the anal fin right there and get in, and then take my knife and get underneath the skin and cut all the way up towards the head. And you can see that towards the top we get into a little bit of cartilage and maybe a little bit more difficult to cut. There we go. Okay. And after we wind up making that cut, you can start to see the entrails that we need to take out. Sometimes you may even find a roast sack. And in fact, I think I might even have one in here. Clean hand is going to be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and basically just take this on out. Try not to cut open any of the interior, any of the organs, if you will. You don't want to cut open the stomach if you can avoid it. A lot of times you may find it'll be helpful just to go ahead and turn the fish on up, and get in there with your hand, and you're just going to have to go ahead and pull the guts on out. After I wind up taking out the guts, you can see that the guts are basically rooted up right towards the gill right here. I'm going to reach around with my hand and grab a hold of those and just give them a little pinch like that. Okay. I think we have the heart right there, some of the liver, and we have a really nice clean interior that's going to get even cleaner when we rinse it out with some water. In front of this cavity is where the gills are. The gills are always taken out and part of the cleaning process too. If we turn the fish upside down, you can see where the gills start to meet up with a pretty thick piece of cartilage right here. We're going to go ahead and take, I usually would take my knife and I'm going to go ahead and just cut that down. And the mouth will open when you do that. That's fine. And then that guy should just come right out, and then we're going to get behind the gill right here. Cut where it meets there. Do the same thing on the other side. Work the gill out with your hands. And grab a hold of the top of the gill, give it a little pull. And then we also have the gills are basically attached up inside the head near the eyes. We're going to go ahead and come in here with the knife and we're going to cut underneath like that. Cut that guy on out like so. So I'm going to go over to the sink and I'm going to give the fish a quick rinse in order to get rid of the remaining blood here. Bring it back to the cutting board and give it a quick wipe dry. And there you have it. There is how you clean a round fish. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you can get some additional information. If there's a recipe that you would like to see me make, feel free to send an email to requests@mahalo.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.